The activity in front of the Brooklyn Museum, not too far from our setting today here at the Barclays Center. Hello and welcome, everyone. Thanks so much for joining us on this Tuesday night edition of the NBA on 2K Sports. Hey, Dave.
Kevin, thanks very much. We have all heard the rumors regarding Kyrie Irving's moodiness. His teammate Kevin Durant said, Kyrie is an artist. He has his way of doing things, and I support him 100%.
All right, David, thank you. Kevin Durant missing all of last year, recovering from that torn Achilles tendon. Now, in his first full season with the Nets, what do you expect from him? Where is he going to go?
Well, he's going to have to adjust his game. But, Greg, man, have you ever seen anybody come back from an Achilles injury?
I mean,
at that age?
Yeah, we've seen him come back, but we've not seen anybody get back to where they were.
Here we go.
And he's got a long way to go because of where he was. I mean, he wasn't just a great player. He was an all-time great. So I think we're all rooting for him to get there. But, you know, it's going to be a challenge.
So a look at our starters for the Knicks. Barrett and Randall are in the forward position. Then it's DAMIAN LILLARD. Then it's Robinson. And for Brooklyn, we've got Harden. Durant is out there with Harris. Then it's Kyrie Irving. And it's Griffin in at center, locking down the middle.
Things are heating up beyond the arc. Lillard aggressive with his answer to the last one.
Harden the pass to Griffin. Irving kicks to Harden. Randall grabs the board. And so it's Randall bringing it up now for New York. Barrett dishes to Lillard. That three off the mark. Oh, and a fast break for the Nets. And a wide open look for Irving. And all around the rim that time before dropping in. Kenny, you played for a number of coaches in your career. Which players right now do you think, as you take a look at all the players in the league, would maybe make a good head coach in the future?
Well, LeBron would be a great coach. CP3 would be a heck of a coach, probably. CJ McCollum plays a game because there's a guy. I like guys who weren't like the star and then became it because they understand the guys on the bench, how they feel, as well as the stars. So C.J. McCollum has kind of come up into that.
Well, that's why a lot of great coaches, it's not that they were the best player, but they played on great teams. So they get to see it. I throw another name out there, Rajon Rondo.
Rajon Rondo.
Okay.
What about Greg Anthony?
You know,
no,
he was
the broadcast. No, Greg would be great.
He'd be great. I think either of you would be great.
You know, it would be fun.
I'm trying to own the team next.
That's what you want to do. You want to own. You want to own. Harden, no good.
He missed that one, but I've seen him drill shots from that distance in warm-ups.
Oh, no, I know he can make it, but that's warm-ups, so maybe just a step too far.
Love seeing a point guard who can explode to the rim like that.
Oh, great attitude and even a better finish.
Well, just seeking out weaknesses in the defense and then exploiting it.
And that one's good, Griffin. With the growth of the G League, guys, some have predicted the NBA will eventually expand the draft to more than 2 rounds or more players NBA ready. Good or bad, Kenny?
Well, it's funny because the Players Association would say they don't want it to expand. Exactly. They want it to be because they want guys to have the choice to choose where they want to go, right? I think 3 rounds is necessary now. There's too many basketball players overseas now that are infiltrated into the system to give an opportunity. I think 3 rounds is necessary.
And the other reason why I think I agree is because back in the day, the second round wasn't guaranteed.
Yeah.
Now, basically, you all get guaranteed contracts in the second round. And so I think now you push that to the 3rd round, and you make that the make-good round.
And Harden with the stuff.
Off the bounce, Harden can cause you to hesitate, then he turns on the burners.
Lillard attacking. Here's Randall. Draws contact on the shot, and now a 3-point play chance as he'll head to the line. 6 changes of the lead here.
Yeah, both teams still kind of feeling their way through this game.
The Knicks shooting their first free throw tonight.
And looking at last season's numbers, down below 70% as a team from the line.
Randall really improved in his shooting range from 10 to 16 feet last year, and that just makes him so much more a complete offensive threat in any system he plays in.
It's Barrett on the wing. His three-pointers off the mark. Brooklyn trailing. For the players, NBA contracts are guaranteed, but we also see performance incentives. I'm sure that's got to be a motivator, right, with those incentives in that contract.
If that motivates you to play, then something's wrong with you, an incentive.
Because you should love it.
Because the guaranteedness of being there and the wanting to win should motivate you anything more than anything else.
And honestly, like, most guys, this sounds crazy, but they don't really know all the language in the contract. They just know it's got a G at the end of it. It's guaranteed. Because, like, you really don't think about that stuff, and you sure as heck don't think about it in the heat of the battle.
And Griffin not backing down on the inside. He's welcoming that physical play, especially when he's shooting.
And here's Lillard. He brings it up for the New York Knicks. Shot from the top of the key. That one is good. He's only missed one shot of his 6 taken on the floor.
It's a familiar theme with Lillard. Once he gets hot, good luck cooling him down.
KD against Randall. Puts it up from 15. And he gets it to go. Hitting off the back of the rim.
Loving the confidence. Just rise and be free. And you know you can do this.
There's something to be said about knowing yourself. It allows him to shoot and shoot comfortably, even with taller defenders out there.
In the corner, it's Harris. That's good, and it's KD with the assist. KD's got 3 assists in the game. 54 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Lillard from outside. That one is good again. He's 6 for 8 from the floor with the basket.
And how about 6 of 8 with that one? And there is no slowing down this young man.
Now with 2 fouls here in the first quarter, everything changes for him. He's got to be more careful on defense.
The Nets have gone 2 for 2 in the game at the line.
In the season ago, they hit about 75% of their free throws.
Maybe the league's most versatile player at the offensive end. Like, Harden is quickly moving up the all-time leaderboards in both points and assists.
Jeff Green, he's checked in for Blake Griffin. And the Knicks making a change here as well. Elfrid Payton, he's checked in for Damian Lillard. Brooklyn's gone 2 of 5 from three-point land here in the first quarter. Harden has a wide-open look. No good from outside.
The shooting numbers just aren't there yet in the quarter.
To the right side. KD against Randall. Fires the 3. Rebound, Brooklyn. They're coming off that win against Minnesota.
Yeah, I felt like they attacked, but with a purpose. They knew what they wanted to accomplish coming in.
And talking with the coaching staff, they said in that game they did a great job of not settling. Keep working the ball around, finding the best look. Let's see if they can keep that up.
What a performance for Kyrie Irving. He has been the story for Brooklyn. He got into double digits for the quarter. With Lillard's proved anything to us, Greg, in his career, you know he loves a challenge.
One of the premier big shot makers in this game. I don't know if there's anyone you'd rather give the ball to in crunch time.
Some good action already in this one, but a fairly even matchup after the first quarter of play. And taking a look at the Nets' performance here, guys, what jumps out to you, stats-wise?
Well, they used the fast break to generate some easy buckets before the defense could get set.
Yeah, they did a great job. Just the initial thrust of that attack, as soon as they got the ball, constantly in transition.
Here are the 5 New York has to start here in the second. Barrett and Randall are in the forward positions. Elfrid Payton is out there with Alec Bouks. And it's Noel in at the 5, roaming the paint. Here's Randall. Out to Payton. Randall passes to Barrett over Harris. That is good. And the Nets lead is cut down to just 2 points with the bucket from Barrett.
Well, RJ, right, they're moving without the basketball, and that helps him to get to an open spot on the floor. That creates the rhythm.
Kenny, you played alongside some incredible clutch performers. Who would you give the ball to now for a game-deciding three?
Game-deciding three. Steph Curry's #1. Klay Thompson's #2. Ray Allen's retired, so I'll go with Trae Young.
Ooh, what about Dame Lillard? Dame
Ooh,
Lillard.
I'm sorry, Dame Lillard #3. And then Trae.
Say what? So Steph,
Klay,
Lillard.
Okay. Game-winning 3, not off the dribble.
I'm going to throw a wild card out there.
Who's that?
Kawhi.
No.
Kawhi's hit
Yeah,
hey,
It's
Kevin
wild.
and I saw him hit one of the biggest threes.
Yeah, that's a wild card, though.
That's a wild card. I mean, hey, he hit a 3 to get to the finals.
Yeah, I'm not mad at that.
And he was injured in that game and in those series. Barrett finds Randall. Gets it to drop, and now he's shooting at a 5 for 8 clip.
So creative on offense. Randall getting more and more comfortable handling the ball and understanding where he can get to on specific possessions.
A nice shot by Irving. Irving's got 12 points in the game. Nowadays, it seems, less dominant centers than in the past decades of NBA basketball. Kenny, you played alongside some of the great big men, including Hakeem Olajuwon. Do you think he'd be less or more effective in today's game?
More effective, because his value would be easily shown. Because he would get more touches. There's more possessions in an NBA game now. He had ball handling skills, and he had the mid-range jump shot, so which means all he had to do is step backwards and take the threes. We used to play around and have shooting contests after practice. He would win some of those three-point shooting contests,
kidding.
but never took them in the game.
Yeah, the difference is his skill set translates. Like, it wouldn't be as I don't think some of our other great bigs would be as good. The guys who were purely post players, because the reason would be they got to guard the pick and roll now.
Yeah.
And in this era, they don't bail you out, the bigs, by letting you just go and hang out in the paint. You got to play outside that three-point line 80, 90 possessions a game.
Randall surveying the D. Payton passes to Randall. Over Durant. Randall with the bucket. Now it's a 4-point Knicks lead.
You wonder if the coaching staff is encouraging these kind of nights and aggressive play from Randall to take over.
Pass to Harden. Back to Irving. Shoots over Bouks. And again, no good by Brooklyn. For the New York Knicks, they come in off a good outing against the San Antonio Spurs. It's Randall.
Oh, that's nuts. Randall getting up there, turning a little bit, and putting on a bit of a show here.
And the first timeout called of the game for Brooklyn.
Giving up a run here.
3 iterations of defense. Is there a fourth? I'm not sure.
And Brooklyn making a change here. Brown's checked in. And on the way from Irving for 3. And the Nets miss again.
Well, after getting off to a great start, hitting those first 2 shots, he's definitely regressed a little bit in this quarter.
Stolen by Durant. And here comes Harris leading the fast break. And slam dunk by Harris.
The winning mindset of Durant. Unselfish all the way.
And let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, thank you and good evening. The Knicks made changes in coaching and the front office since the start of last season. But the question is, can they move forward? Their last winning season was back in 2013. Amidst the frenzy that is the media in New York, they'd like to make headlines going forward for all the right reasons this time. Kevin?
Thank you, David. Kenny, always fascinating to get your take. We sure appreciate you coming by.
Man, it's great to be here, man. Thanks for having me, man. Happy to be here. This is the best studio show up top, but we got the best down here by the bottom.
Are they paying you well? Are they paying you well?
Not as well as y'all are. I tell you, not as well as y'all are.
And what an experience it was, Greg, to have Kenny joining us. You always know he's going to give you his honest opinion, which makes him so great.
Kevin, and throughout his playing days and now as a broadcaster, Kenny has never pulled any punches. He'll tell it to you like it is, and that's one reason he is so beloved.
Irving kicks to Green.
Well, if he's going to keep shooting, they've got to run some plays for him. Screens, pick and rolls, anything they can do to get him started.
Back to Lillard. And Lillard gets double teamed. Quickly. Off target there. That would have pushed the lead to double digits.
Yeah, take your time. You don't give them another possession.
And hopefully that's what they'll do here. It's what most teams try to execute at this time in the game.
And the offense has just operated really smoothly here in the open floor.
They've done very, very well in transition. The problems have come in other areas, which is why they're trailing.
And so it's New York with their lead standing at 6 points here at the end of the quarter. They're playing a bruising game inside, and it's working for them. And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave. Greg, we have a league of many great playmakers, don't we?
Oh, there's no doubt about it. LeBron James is obvious. You know, he played point guard technically for the first time last season, but he's always been a floor general. You look at a young man like Ja Morant, and he's been on the attack since day one when he hit the league. And there's so many more of those guys that are having an impact, understanding the value of that lead guard position. It is fun to watch.
It is so fun to watch, I agree. They've got Joe Harris. Durant is out there with Griffin. Then it's Harden, and it's Irving in at the 2 spot. So that's the lineup for Brooklyn. And another basket to his impressive total. It's his 9th against 12 attempts.
Always an appreciation for Lillard and his build, just how rugged he is, along with that fearlessness.
Nets trail by 10. Harden the pass to Griffin. Kicks it to Irving. And they pick up 2. Irving's got 14.
And boy, he's really in a groove. Dominant performance last game. Same thing this time out.
Seems to be nobody standing in his way. No roadblocks for him to get to his spot, capitalize, and continue to be aggressive.
Quickly. A 3-pointer, no good. And so Griffin will bring it up for the Nets. And following this game, they'll challenge the Grizzlies on the road at the FedEx Forum in Memphis. That will be a getaway game for them, a 1-game road trip.
Yeah, you don't want to leave people open when Blake Griffin has vision of the floor. He exploited the hole in the defense that time.
Quickly. Good. Great play by Lillard to set it up. Lillard's got his 3rd assist on the night. Brooklyn's gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break. Harden inside the 3-point line. Randall grabs the board. Randall's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Quickly. And again, New York with the triple.
Everything going to plan here to start the third. 80% shooting thus far.
Nets trail by 11. Harden outside. Down low. Griffin. And then Griffin with the dunk.
And arguably no one in the NBA draws more attention than Harden. Part of why he creates so many opportunities for others.
There's the triple. And again, New York with the triple.
And guys, he's been a one-man air raid coming at them time and time again.
Kind of like he's in his living room right now. He's found a comfort zone. Once he gets that, the defense knows they're in trouble.
No one hits a pull-up like the Beard. I mean, he's perfected the quick stop and pop, and that thing is a deadly shot.
And the basket by Lillard.
Guys, his consistency in terms of shooting has really helped them seize control.
Here is Harden. 8 points for him. And stolen by Lillard. Ahead. Here's Randall. Beautiful dish, and the layup goes down. Randall's got the lead up to 14 now for the Knicks. Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the third quarter. Now Irving. He's got 17. He kicks to Durant. The Nets working the ball around now. And there it is for him. Irving's got 19 points.
And he's really shot the ball well, but it hasn't been contagious.
Harden against Lillard. Right side Robinson. Inside. And Barrett gets it to go. Barrett's got his second basket of the night.
How about that? The big man, Mitchell Robinson, able to find a teammate. Well, the Knicks fans looking for any ray of hope, and it doesn't have to come at the hands of high-level draft choices. Mitchell Robinson is one of those young players right now for them who's showing a ton of promise.
The Knicks leading by 12. Now, here's Lillard. He's got 23. Now the pass to Robinson. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Lillard. Robinson's got his first basket of the night. And Robinson, a second-round pick for the Knicks. Brent, he has been a steal.
I agree with you. He started playing basketball in 8th grade, so you wonder how much more unlimited and untapped potential does Mitchell Robinson have at this position.
Harden. That one goes in. Harden's got 12.
Not just the accuracy in the quarter, it's his movement and the energy that's getting him on this nice roll.
And the foul called on Blake Griffin. That is his first foul of the game. A big group substitution here for Brooklyn. Nicholas Claxton's checked in for Griffin. Green comes in for Kevin Durant. Bruce Brown, he's checked in for Joe Harris. And Dinwiddie subbed in for James Harden. Then for the Knicks, Noel's checked in for Randall, and it's Burks in for R.J. Barrett. Noel dishes to Robinson. He can't get it to go, and Brooklyn will come the other way. Here now is Dinwiddie. To the inside, and that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Lillard.
Looked like a simple play and turned into a turnover. Can't give away possessions like that.
Taj Gibson's checked in for Robinson. Now 8 seconds separating the two clocks. Passes it to Irving. Count it. Irving's got 9 points now in just the second half.
And not being as aggressive from the three-point line anymore. They had a lot more attempts in that first half.
Lillard with it. From deep. Misses the shot. And so it's New York with a 10-point lead. Some breathing room heading into the break. Their lead is where it is because they've gotten good shots. A lot of good shots. And glad to have you along for this fourth and final quarter. Nets trail by 10, setting the floor for the Knicks. Alec Burks is out there with Noel. Then it's Taj Gibson. Then it's Damian Lillard. Irving's shot is good.
Nice pass here to set that basket up.
Here's Lillard. Throws it down as the official calls the foul. It may be a three-point play. Jeff Green picks one up.
Man, at the point guard position, are you kidding me? Explosive scoring ability and body control. That results in a bucket and a free throw.
Greg is a broadcaster. Who have been some of your favorite personalities to cover?
Man, that's a great question. You know, most of the stars, I'm a big fan of Durant and Steph and LeBron and those guys. Chris Paul's another one that's a favorite. So many other guys, you know, there's so much more personality and so much more confidence these guys have working in front of the camera. I think that just makes for a better experience.
Somebody asked me the other day, who was my favorite? You know who I said?
Who was that?
Greg Anthony.
Oh, you're just saying that because it's true.
Outside Irving. No good on the triple.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
Lillard outside. From deep three-point range, from beyond the arc, and then some. Lillard's got 6 points in the quarter.
And those are the kind of shots that Lillard, when he gets in these hot streaks throughout the course of a season, gets more and more consistent with.
That one falls.
And the crisp passing has opened things up for them offensively.
Lillard way outside. New York now working with the new shot clock. Clock at 6. Trying to get open is Gibson. Kicks it out to Lillard. And out of bounds as Brooklyn gains possession. Still a ways to go between now and the three-point contest, but it's always fun to talk about it. Let's see who has the best shot to earn a spot in this year's event.
And maybe this list changes between now and All-Star Weekend, but I don't think anybody would be disappointed if it stays exactly the same as it is right now.
You look at Irving. He's got a place in the three-point contest within his reach. I hope he makes it because I know how much this would mean to him to be a part of the event.
I mean, that's a good call, Kevin. He's the type of player that can really deliver on a stage like that. He'll be very dangerous if he ultimately gets in.
And it's going to be an exciting showcase this year. Some incredible shooters, that's for certain. We'll keep you updated as we find out more.
Yeah, I think we're in for a real treat. I think the increased importance of the three-point shot in today's game has really shined a light on the talent, precision, and really the wow factor of how these guys can drill the long ball.
James Harden, he's checked in for Brooklyn. And a switcher also for New York. Barrett's checked in. And Noel kicks to Barrett. Lillard against Harden. Lillard attacking, and Lillard throws it down.
Well, he can shoot the three, so defenses have to go out and overplay him, and that's what creates lanes for him to do stuff like that.
Around 3 minutes gone here in the fourth quarter. Dinwiddie outside. They kick it out to Green. And again, it's the Nets missing.
They've shown some strength in the paint today. Their work on the boards has been impressive.
Lillard attacking, and Damian Lillard with the jam.
And there's the problem. Lillard just too quick and too shifty to stop cold on any dribble drive.
Nets trail by 20. On the wing, Green. Harden up top. Covered by Lillard, and Lillard is going to pick up a foul. That will get him his 4th foul of the game. Well, we know it was a different kind of preseason for this year as the start of the season was delayed. Is that something the players like or don't like?
Old guys love it, Kevin. Young guys need the time, but given the circumstances around trying to get the NBA season not just started, but eventually back on the regular calendar that we're used to, this is something that every team has been dealt. You've just got to play your cards wisely.
And slam dunk by Harris.
Well, KD, an awesome job there, just sharing the rock with his teammates.
Now the Knicks with it. They're on a 14-4 run right now. Lillard misses. And here's Griffin. He'll bring it up for the Nets. Pass to Irving, to the paint, Harden, and the jam by Harden.
Yeah, put some students in the classroom because that's exactly how you move the ball. Kyrie terrific at spotting the open man, and then you got to get it to him.
Here's Lillard, pass to Randall. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Lillard. Lillard's got assist number 8 here in this one already. 1:30 left here in the fourth quarter.
And tonight's battle is going to end with a very clear winner, leaving nothing to chance. Impressive win for the Knicks.
I think the attitude was very impressive. Definitely a competitive game, and they fought through it each step of the way.
Absolutely. They put on a tremendous performance in terms of the effort and intensity. This was a well-deserved win.
And so with this, they'll end up with their 2nd win on the year.
They can chalk this one up, but these two teams will see plenty more of one another before the season's over.
And you know, when you look at the huge impact he had, just a monster game for Damian Lillard.
There wasn't much they could do to slow him down as he was converting every good chance he got.
The first one falls.
Think about just how much focus Lillard has every year about his drive to be one of the best guards in the league. Whether it's recognized or not by an all-star appearance really doesn't have an impact on how he approaches the game.
And a new group out there on the floor for the Nets. The pass to Luwawu. Here's Claxton. Nets passing it around. No good from Luwawu.
Well, a lot of players in the league are going to make that shot, and for him, it's pretty much automatic. It's a good defensive effort to prevent the layup.
Kicks it out to Lillard. Pass to Bullock. 6 to shoot. Dinwiddie with the steal. Oh, and a fast break for the Nets. Dinwiddie with the ball, and he bangs it home with one hand.
And that's how you do it. Impressive play, explosive finish.
Yeah, sweet finishes like that, you see everybody get up. Look at the guys on the bench. They're fired up.
To the middle, here's Johnson. Well-timed pass, and he goes straight to the bucket for the layup.
Well, some good balance from Johnson. Incredible watching him maintain that focus. Look at his eyes on the rim there on that difficult shot.
And a deep three from Lillard. So no problem for New York as they get the win. This was a very strong showing for him, Greg. Not necessarily a runaway win, but one they'll feel very good about.
And let's face it, anytime you can go on the road and win in the fashion they did, you have to feel good about it. Really an outstanding effort all the way around.
And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.